friends. So today for our lesson, we're going to talk about our problem solving board. I know when we were in school, we had two of these in our classroom. So I just wanted to kind of remind you about how we solve problems, and you can use these techniques at home when you solve problems with your brothers and sisters, or you can use them next year when we get back to school and you're in kindergarten and you are working on solving your problems. Okay, so on our boards at home, our first step in solving problems is to stop. So the very first thing that you should do if you're having a problem with a friend is stop, because that is a good way to calm the situation down. If two people are upset, two people are not getting along, the first thing you need to do is stop what you're doing before anything escalates and gets worse, right? So that's our first step, is stop. Our second step is to talk about it, right? Talk about it. So, and this step is really important. You're going to talk about the problem with your friend, and you're going to think of different solutions that you can use to solve your problem. Now, we talked about some of these solutions recently, like waiting and taking turns, sharing. This solution is ask nicely, say please, play together, trade, ignore the problem. All right, so those are all some possible solutions that you can use during this step of the problem solving, okay? Is you can talk about it, you and your friend decide what the problem is and how you can fix it, okay? So you're talking about it. The last step is to fix it, okay? That's our Band-Aid. That's our fix it one, okay? So if you remember in school, I'm always like, stop, talk about it, fix it, okay? Now, as you guys get older, you're getting ready to go to kindergarten, you should be able to solve your own problems at school and at home. So I'm going to give you some examples of some problems that you might run into, and we'll talk about what solution we might use for that problem, okay? So here's our first one. Someone takes a toy away from you. Say you're playing with something in a center and someone comes up and takes it out of your hand. What would be a good way to solve that problem? What do you think? You could do a couple of things. You could offer to share. Tell your friend, hey, I was playing with that toy, but we can share it and play together. That's always a good solution. You can ask them nicely to give it back. You could say, I was using that, please give it back. Usually there's more than one way to solve every problem, so you just have to think about what's going to work for you and your friend, okay? All right, our second situation is you have to share the crayons with the student next to you, and they keep breaking the crayons on purpose. That's not a good thing, right? Do we like it when our friends break our materials at school? No. So if you have a friend that you're sharing with and they're breaking a material, a really good solution for that would be to ask them nicely to stop. You can tell the friend, hey, our rule at school is we take care of classroom materials, and breaking the crayons is not taking care of the materials. And hopefully then they will do the right thing. All right, next scenario is you're in the classroom and you want to visit the block center, but there's no spots left in blocks. It's all full. How can you solve that problem? We had that problem happen a lot in our classroom, and you guys were really good at figuring it out, because sometimes you have to wait and take your turn, right? So you know if 3 people are in blocks, you have to go wait somewhere else and then come back when it's your turn. Are you always going to get to go first every time? No, that's not going to work. You're not always going to get to go first, but it's a good thing to learn how to wait and be patient, okay? So I'm gonna show you our 3 steps for our problem solving board one more time. The first step was stop. Can everyone say stop? Good. The second one is fix it. Oh, whoops. That's not the second one. Sorry, I had them out of order. Talk about it. Say talk about it. And then fix it. Fix it. Okay? So those are the 3 steps you need to use when you're working out your problems, either at home or at school next year, wherever that might be. And I'm going to show you some of our solutions for our problem solving, from our problem solving kit. And what I want you to do for your assignment for this activity today is I'm going to give you 3 solutions. And I want you to give me an example of when you've used that solution before. It can either be you used it at home, you used it at school when we were at school last, you've used it at the park maybe sometime. So I'm going to give you 3, and I want you to tell me when you use that problem solving solution, okay? The first one is wait and take turns. So let me know, when did you use this solution, wait and take turns? The second one is share. Let me know when you use this solution, share. And the last one is play together. So let me know when you use that solution, okay? So you have share, wait and take turns, and play together, okay? So I can't wait to hear your answers of when you use these really good problem-solving strategies. And I will check your work on Dojo. Thanks. Bye.